Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you and someone else out. We just gonna watch some videos and talk about them. Now, if you've been rocking with your boy, I just gotta say thank you so much, because you could be watching this somewhere else if they have it, but you decide to rock with me. So with that being said, you guys have a beautiful, blessed day, and you already know. Let's get it.
This story is bizarre, and police are asking if you have any information to please say something. This is 13-year-old James Yablonsky from a small town north of Madison, Wisconsin. Almost 2 months ago, on June 12th, the 13-year-old allegedly drove off in his family's van and hasn't been seen since. And this is the crazy part. His dad says James may have taken his dad's gun and 2 survivalist books and may be trying to, quote, live off the grid. Cops tracked the boy's cell phone to a highway near a wooded area where they found the family van and cell phone abandoned the day he went missing. Investigators then found several items they believe belonged to James at a campsite at a nearby state park. If the teen is actually trying to live off the grid, he's just the latest in a string of would-be naturalists attempting to ditch modern society, which usually doesn't go so well. The most famous case like this is of 24-year-old Christopher McCandless, aka Alexander Supertramp, who after a childhood of abuse set out for parts unknown after college in the early 90s, eventually finding himself in the Alaskan wilderness. Woefully unprepared for his mission of living off the grid, his dead body was found rotting in a makeshift campsite near Denali National Park in the summer of 1992. His story, though, was told in a best-selling book, Into the Wild by Jon Krakauer, which was eventually made into a movie directed by Sean Penn.
Is there anybody here?
Some see McCandless as a hopeless romantic, while others see him as a terribly unprepared moron who drastically underestimated the Alaskan wilderness. Either way, it cost him his life. Back in Wisconsin, James's dad has taken out a mortgage to offer a reward for information about James's whereabouts.
Y'all look at this little boy's face now, you know what I'm saying? Because he is very wanted and dangerous, you know, and he's a teenager with sense and smartness, skills, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't even talk because I'm thinking about how crazy this is. He about to live off the grid that damn young. What is making these kids go crazy nowadays? I mean, with guns and stuff. And he's a Midwest boy, so he's very close by to where we at, or at least I am at. And man, I just pray for you, for your mental and everything, and that somebody find this boy.
How did this simple traffic stop
Yeah, turn in there, alright?
lead to this viral TikTok video?
I hope they don't have
It all started 2 weeks ago just outside of Daytona Beach when a police officer went to pull over a Mercedes-Benz that had an obscured license plate. The officer goes over to the car and the guy inside rolls down his window.
Yeah, turn in there, alright?
But after the guy offers to pull aside and the officer heads back to his car, the guy in the Mercedes takes off instead. The officer immediately follows and tries to track the Mercedes down.
Did you see a black Mercedes go this way? Which way? That way?
As the officer continues his pursuit, this police helicopter catches the Benz driving erratically towards Daytona Beach. The Mercedes even runs this red light as it darts and waves through traffic. As it soon approaches another intersection, another police officer runs into the street and tosses stop sticks at the Mercedes. The guy in the Benz then begins to back up as a cop car pulls up right behind it. That's where the TikTok video picks up.
I hope they don't have
Turn the car off, motherfucker! Turn it off! Oh my God!
Please stay here, please stay here.
I ain't moving.
Multiple officers then swarm in on the guy, pull him out of the Benz, and cuff him down on the ground. As he's taken into custody, he tries to apologize and explain why he started this chase.
I got a clean record and everything. I got my tag taken, and I'm just trying to keep my car from work. You could have killed 15 people away. Because I don't know what to do. I don't have money to pull over. I got you covered. Yeah, you probably would have got a ticket and had a ride home. I don't want my car taken.
The driver ultimately confessed to what he did and was charged with fleeing or attempting to elude law enforcement and driving with a suspended license.
And all I gotta say is shout out to my man Greg over at Crime Line. But on everything I love, I hope they really teach this driver a lesson. You did all this shit because you didn't want to get pulled over, but yet your dumb ass get pulled over. You know, drivers like you is the reason why people die and get seriously hurt, or you know what I'm saying, like be fucking having PTSD in cars when they in them and stuff because of drivers like you. So I hope they show this guy and teach him a lesson, you know what I'm saying? Fucking tax the shit out his ass for being stupid.
Hot take. Who gives a whether we're having sex on the first date? When it comes to dating in the 21st century, there seems to be all these supposed guidelines we have to follow to find the perfect match. Don't be too eager, don't flirt too much, keep politics and religion off the table, and most importantly, don't bring them home too soon. Is it 2 dates, 3, is it 2 months? Do you wait until after you say I love you? Depending on who you ask, there seems to be a different magic formula when you get to see each other naked. That's bullshit. The entire idea stems from purity culture, an idea mostly pushed on women in order that to be of value, we have to be pure. Sexually pure, that is. Excuse me while I vomit in my mouth. Saying that a potential relationship could be devalued because the couple decided to do it the first time they met is so prudish. It's 2023. Why are we so obsessed with how and when people have sex? Not your body, none of your business. As long as the people involved are consenting adults, why does it matter when they do it? Not only is inserting yourself in other people's sex lives a blatant invasion of privacy, but pushing that rhetoric is a gateway to advancing laws that seek to control sex and bodily autonomy. Let's not pretend there isn't a direct correlation between these virtuous ideas and decisions about abortion access, gender identity, LGBTQIA+ rights, and anything that goes against the white picket fence, apple pie, all American traditional image. Lastly, you have to know if you and your partner align in the bedroom or the kitchen or the shower. Sexual compatibility matters, people. In conclusion, fuck on the first date or don't. It's literally nobody's business. Life is too short. The world is on fire. Do whatever the fuck you want. Just be safe.
So I totally agree with what she talking about. For the simple fact, everybody's so worried about everybody and what they doing and who they screwing. Like, if they were screwing you, are you gonna catch the STI, STD, or get pregnant, or have the pleasure, or whatever? So it's like, really, when do you know when it's the right time, or if you with the right person? Because as we see on our channel, it's a lot of people who are married and the unthinkable happened because they thought everything was all good. So what she was talking about, I totally agree. And, you know, all that stuff about what she said about why does it bother you? Definitely, if they not, you know, doing anything that's going to harm anyone or going to harm, you know what I'm saying, the environment and the world that we live in. If they doing this amongst themselves and they're adults, let them be.